My name is I. Ravi Shankar, working as a junior lecturer in Construction Technology Vocational Course, Government Junior College, Avanigadda. We have to talk about the construction labor. The construction labor can be divided into casual labor and regular labor, regular establishment. Regular establishment. Casual labor is the paid wages daily. Casual labor daily wages kanda have to working. These labor can be taken about the wherever the work is there. We have to take about the casual labor. The paid wages can be given into the daily or in the weekly to the casual labor. In the case of regular establishment, construction period, total period, we have to use the regular establishment, regular labor. The salaries are to be given to monthly with the benefits are to be given. Permanent security, job security and some benefits are to be given to the regular establishment. Casual labor, we have to weekly holiday, there is no another holidays to given to the casual labor. The payments also, payment wages also nominal wage and real wage. Nominal wage and a real wage. The nominal wage money is given in the form of money. The form of nominal wage is given to the form of money. In the real wage given additional to nominal wage, additional to nominal wage, and also give other benefits, and also give plus other benefits. Here it may be in the form of leaves. In the case of leaves, medical care plus leaves, medical care, house allowance, and bonus plus bonus. These are all given to the real wage. Payment wages types, say there are two types. One is nominal wage and a real wage. Real wage additional to nominal wage, other benefits like leaves, medical care, and HRA housing allowance and bonus and like PF are all given to the real wage. Labor wages divided into time rate system and piece rate system. Two types of labor wages is given to that. This is the labor. Labor may be casual labor and regular establishment. In the case of casual labor, given working days daily for given plus working days only paid. There is no holidays. Given there is no holidays. Except weekly holiday. Weekend holiday. There is no another leave. There is no another leaves. There is no another any leaves. In case of regular establishment, this supervised person gives monthly salary and other benefits like permanent and other benefits like other benefits like permanent. The payment of wages is two types. One is nominal wage and a real wage. Nominal wage, this benefit given into the form of benefits given into the form of money. Benefits given in the form of benefits given in the form of money. In the form of money. In the case of real wage, in the additional to nominal wage, we have other benefits is like leaves, medical care, the house allowance, bonus, and PF are to be given. The labor wages also given into two types. Labor wages given in two methods. Labor wages given in two methods. One is time rate system and piece rate system. Time rate system, and another is piece rate system. One is time rate system and other is piece rate system. For given in the form of hours given paid to the money is called time rate system, and depending upon the time we have to the pay amount, that system is called time rate system. In the case of piece rate system, depending upon the quantity of the worker, we have to pay this piece rate item given the system. In the case of time rate system, payment of wages per unit time, we have to 1 hour, like 8 hours, or depending upon the time bound payment is given to the time rate system. Hours, days, weeks, like that. We have to take hours, days, weeks, like that. Months, we have to pay the amount. Months, we have to, like that, pay the, depending upon the time of the amount. Rate of payment is for the casual labor given by the in the form of per day. In the case of time bound casual labor, we have to pay the wage in the form of day. In the case of regular establishment, we have to pay the in the case of the form of month. In the case of the monthly salary. In the case of time rate system, this is easily understood by the labor. In the case of time system is easily understood by the labor. This gives the quality of the worker. This gives the quality of the work in the case of time rate system. In the case of piece rate system, this depends upon the output, depending upon the output of the work, depending upon the output. This agreement given by the labor. How much quantity of work done, we have to earn more money in the case of piece rate system. In the piece rate of system, overall productivity is increased. In the case of piece rate system, overall productivity is increased. Need of supervision is reduced. If careless is come under this piece rate system, their idea is to get more money with in the speed of work. In the case of piece rate system, the output is not output is come, but the quality of the work is not come in the case of piece rate system. Particularly in the case of piece rate system, various supervision is required. In the case of piece rate system, supervision is required. Effective cost control can be ensured on employees. Better workers with higher outputs get a higher payment. This system is not suitable for works like important works, which cannot be measured, and quality of control is, this quality is low in the case of piece rate system. In this system, the labor is always about money with various number of items to be completed within a short stipulated time. In the case of time rate system, we get the quality is improved. About these three topics in the construction labor, what are the various acts or acts in the construction labor? We have to discuss about various acts in the construction labor. This is various labor acts. Labor acts. First, we have to talk about labor welfare. Labor welfare. Labor Welfare Act 1965. This is the Act 1965. Labor Welfare Act. Next, another is Minimum Wages Act. Kanisa Vetana Chattam. This is the Minimum Wages Act. Minimum Wages Act. This is Minimum Wages Act 1948. Act number of 1948 amended up to Act number 61 of 1986. Next, another act is Workmen Compensation Act or Contract Labor Act. Contract Labor Act. Contract Labor Act 1970. Number 37 of 1970 as amended by number as these are the amendments given into those acts. In 1970 as amended by number 14 of 1986. This is the Contract Labor Act. And another is Workmen Compensation Act. Another is important. Another act is Workmen Compensation Act. Workmen Compensation Act 1923. Act number, this is Act number by 1923 as amended by amendment Act 1984 amended and also amended 1959 and 1976. These are all under the various acts. These are various acts. This is another act. This is another act. This is one other act. These are all various labor acts involved in the for the construction labor. Various acts involved in the construction labor. First, we have to talk about the labor welfare. Labor welfare in India, construction labor is so much high in the skilled labor and skilled labor in the India. These labor are temporary, where the work is completed, they can be terminated into that project. Because of this, they are migrated to other regions there for their work. In the case of big contractor, they give they are used the large labor. In the case of government, they are migrated. They are in the form of small huts. There is no ventilation. There is a cooking facilities not there. They are into sanitary arrangements is not there into the site. The government also discuss about this labor welfare. Labor welfare, government taken various acts about labor acts. Where labor, this is the Labor Welfare Act. Labor Welfare Act. Government has taken various labor laws, working conditions of labor, labor wages, other payments given to the help to the labor. Government has introduced some acts for about the labor welfare, their wages, about other payments. The government also gives a labor insurance for the labor insurance. Labor insurance. In the case of this labor insurance is come to the regular establishment, employees. In the case of casual labor, insurance laws are not work out to the casual labor. Casual labor is government taken various acts into the consideration. This is the Minimum Wages Act. Minimum Wages Act. Minimum Wages Act and Compensation Act. And Compensation Act. Compensation Act. The Labor Welfare Act, the labor are migrated from one work to another work. Their lives are not in favorable to the present situations. Next, we have to talk about the Minimum Wages Act. This act, Minimum Wages Act. Next, we have to talk about the Minimum Wages Act. Minimum Wages Act. This Minimum Wages Act was in the 1948 and can be amended into Act number 61 of 1986. Act number amended. This is a modification to present situations. There may be amendments given to these particular acts. Amendment given in Act number 61 of 1986. 1986. These comes under the Minimum Wages Act. There is a least wage advisory. There is a advisory committee has been formed. The wage can be given to daily. Is there 1,000 employees, 1,000 employees, less than 1,000 employees, their wage given to the 7th day of the end of the 7th day. Less than 1,000 employees in the project. Wage given at the end of 7th day. Is there greater than 1,000 employees? 1,000 employees in the project given at the end of the day of 10th day. 10th day given 7th day. 7th day. Is there any items of wages? There is no deduction given to the labor. These wages are to be paid to the labor. In the case of absence from duty, In the case of some particulars, there is some points are given to no deduction in the wage. The wages are absent. There is particularly these points to be given. Absence from duty, absence from duty. These the exception of these points. There is no reduction in the wages. Absence from duty. There is a house accommodation. House accommodation is given. There is no reduction given to the wages. There is income tax, PF Provident Fund, recovery of advance. Is there any court deductions? Payment of cooperative societies or LIC, Life Insurance Corporation, LIC, or cooperative societies, Is there any? These are the comes under the Minimum Wages Act. Minimum Wages Act, is there less than 1,000 employees? The wage given at the end of the 7th day is greater than 1,000 employees. Their wages given at the end of the 10th day. This is about the Minimum Wages Act 1948. Amendment given in 1986. This is about the Minimum Wages Act. Next, talk about the Workmen Compensation Act. This is a important act. Is there any injuries or disabled come into the work? There can be compensation paid by the government. Workmen Compensation Act. Workmen Compensation Act. Workmen Compensation Act 1923. This is before independence. These acts done by the Britishers. Thus, amendments may be given. Amendments given. Particularly present days, these amendments may be done by the governments. Amendment 1959 and 1976 and 1984. These are the various amendments done in the Workmen Compensation Act. In this act, is there any problem? Is there any injury or to be come to the workers? This act may be introduced. Is there any disabled or death comes into the work? The Workmen Compensation Act can pay the amount. This act comes under the workers where in the missionaries are important ప్రమాదకరమైన వర్క్స్లో దీన్ని ఉపయోగిస్తారు. In the case of clerical and administration office, in the case of clerical or administration employees, administration employees, this Workmen Compensation not work out. In the case of worker is irregular, is there any precautions are not taken? Worker is irregular in work. Worker is irregular in work and not taken precautions. And he is taken alcohol, and is there any diseases? diseases, is there any diseases, and is there any death comes, is there any death comes, the Workmen Compensation Act gives the compensation to the workers. Is there any problems, is there any danger comes from the workers in the case of poor eyesight, in the case of they have personal problem, personal diseases like poor eyesight, intoxicants. There is no scaffolding. Scaffolding means, so scaffolding is the definition is a temporary structure formed to the in the case of plastering or in the above their height. We have to construct any, it may be brick masonry or plastering work or ceiling work. We have to form a temporary platform, that is called scaffolding. Safety devices are not, scaffolding safety devices are not safety. Is there any environmental problems, poor lighting, heat, or these are the comes under the Workmen Compensation Act. The temporary disabled, this can be divided into 4 topics. Temporary, this is a temporary disabled, temporary disabled, total or partial. It may be total or partial. It may be total or partial. Permanent total disabled, permanent total disabled, permanent total disabled. Next, permanent partial disabled, permanent partial disabled. Next, fourth is death. This is the final death. These are the classification go to the various compensation activities. Comes under these various the categories given by the Workmen Compensation Act: temporary disabled, permanent disabled, and permanent partial disabled. Lastly, death comes under these topics. In the case of where death results from injury, amount of compensation, how to pay it. This is important. This Workmen Compensation Act. Where death results from injury, where death results from injury, 40% of monthly wages of the deceased workman. 40% of monthly wages of the deceased person. Monthly wages of the deceased workman. Deceased wages of the deceased workman. Multiplied by the relevant factor. Into a relevant factor. Or 20,000 whichever is, or 20,000 rupees whichever is more. Whichever is more to be paid to the compensation to the worker. Next, where permanent total disablement results from injury, where permanent total disablement results from injury. injury. Result from injury. This 50% of monthly wages of the injured workman multiplied by relevant factor or multiplied by relevant factor or 24,000 whichever is more, or 24,000 whichever is more. These are about the Workman Compensation Act. These are the Workman Compensation Act. Next, we have to talk about the Contract Labor Act. Next, lastly, we have to talk about the Contract Labor Act. Contract Labor Act 1970, number 37 of 1970 as amended, wide number 14 of 1986. There may be amendment given in the year of 1986. Some establishments, contract labor is regulate the employment. This act done by the government. This act works out the contractor where the worker is working under the contractor. In case of establishment, workers are 20 or more, greater than 20 or more, 20 or more workmen, this act is implemented. 20 or more workers, this act is worked. This act comes under the central government, central government. This act under the central government. This act under the central government. Central Advisory Contract Labor Board. This is the Central Advisory Contract Labor Board. This is Labor Board. In the case of state government also, in the case of state government also form State Advisory Contract Labor Board. In the case of state government also formed State Advisory Contract Labor Board. State Advisory Contract Labor Board. The central government and state government takes this initiative to the implementation of this act. In this act, these are the various points. Of the Contract Labor Act. Contract Labor Act 1970. Number 37 of 1970 as amended, wide number 14, 1986. So in this contract, this labor contract labor act, registration of establishment. First one is registration of establishment. Registration of establishment. Registration of establishment. Establishment for every employee to register in the form of establishment registration. For this registration of establishment, every employee can register in the establishment. Next, second is licensing of contractors. Licensing of contractors. Contract labor is used in the work. They give license to a contractor, get the license from this board. In the case of welfare and health of contract labor, in case of welfare and health, next third point, in case of welfare and health of contract labor, work can be done greater than 3 months. Work is greater than 3 months. The contractor make arrangements for the workers, for resting rooms, for women's separate rooms, and in the case of extension of 6 months or labor 100 greater than 100 workers, canteen have to be provided. For in the case of women workers, there can be nursery arrangements have to be provided for this contractor. This is about the Contract Labor Act. This is the various acts involved for the construction labor. Contract Labor Act, Central Advisory Board and the State Advisory Board. This can be formed. This Central Advisory Board. In this board, there are the various members involved in the board. One is the chairman. This is chairman appointed by the central government. Chairman is appointed by central government. Next, Chief Labor Commissioner. This another person is the Chief Labor Commissioner. And number of members greater than 7, should not be greater than 17 and should not be less than 11, appointed by the central government, appointed by the persons appointed by central government. These are the various acts involved into the Construction Labor Act. Various organizations are also working for these workers in the various factories, or some organizations are fighting their workers' loss. Various trade unions are formed depending upon their AITUC, All India Trade Union Congress, for fighting their workers. All India Trade Union Congress. Now, another is INTUC. This is related to the Congress Party. International Indian National Trade Union Congress. Indian National Trade Union Congress. Congress. And BMS, Bharatiya Mazdoor Union. BMS, Bharatiya Mazdoor Union. Like that, CITO generally is popular to be known in the Communist Organization, Center of Indian Trade Union, Center of Indian Trade Union. Like that, various etc. Various organizations are working for their workers, for their welfare of the workers. This is about the construction